Fulanis might end the diplomatic ties between Nigeria and the United States of America. The Fulanis would end the diplomatic ties between the Nigerian government and the United States of America. Just of recent, Donald Trump has exposed 12 Fulani governors, 12 Fulani governors, also with their emirs who are sponsoring genocide against Christians, and a bigger sanction awaits them. The US government has approved sanctions to what officially ban those buying buying the Christians in the north. Sometimes when we come to tell you that majority of these bandits are being sponsored by some top person in the north, some of you come out to say no, that is not the case, but now thank God that the US government has come out to place these 12 governors on hold. 12 governors in the north, because it baffles me when insecurity thrives in a particular locality and nobody is coming to put an end to it. Rather, what the governors do is to negotiate with the Fulani bandits. Is to negotiate with the Fulani bandits. When Trump threatened that the US Army of War, Department of War, might invade Nigeria anytime soon if the killings if the crimes against Christians in the north does not stop, what does the Fulani say? The Fulani went to meet President Tinubu and told him that the president should cut ties with the United States of America. It is not new anymore that even the leader of the Islamic of the Muslims in Nigeria, which is supposed to be the Sultan of Sokoto, has also been indicted. He has been indicted in all of this. So that is the current happenings in the state of the country. That as it stands now, there's a big panic among these people. There's a big panic that even as governors, elected governors, you claim to govern people and yet you are still buying them. Later on, you will see them coming to say saying that they are protecting the Christians. Rather, the reverse is the case. In Nigeria, the reverse is the case. We knew all this, that the Fulanis elites in the north were the one behind this insecurity across every nook of the country. We knew that they are the one buying the Christians, even in the north. But with this revelation now, that 12 of them has been placed on hold, 12 of them would face legal sanctions. The same people, the same people that said no to Sharia law, the same people, they said no to Sharia law. And today, what is happening? The killing has so continued in Nigeria that even the Christians they are scared and afraid to live in the north. So if President Donald Trump has not come out to fight for the Christians, is that how the Christians will be slaughtered and butchered on a daily basis? And today, they are saying Trump is an enemy of one Nigeria. That Trump does not like age-dated Nigeria. For someone to come out and speak the truth now is an enemy of the Fulani. The question is that what does the Fulani want? Do they think they have monopoly of violence in the country? That anyone cannot come and condemn their actions and inactions according to Global Terrorism Index, that the numbers of Christians killed across the globe is 2,500 across the globe in the whole world. But in Nigeria, the number of Christians killed in a year is 4,000. Is 4,000. So Christians that have been killed in Nigeria has the higher number of Christians killed across all the globe. And you want Donald Trump not to come out and speak against the injustice. It baffles me, because that was very the reason why Sultan Of Sokoto, he was clamoring that social media should be regulated, that social media should be banned, because it's this social media that has exposed the atrocities of the Fulanis. The same social media has exposed the atrocities of the Fulanis. If not for social media, Trump wouldn't have known that something like this in Nigeria is happening. That is why the Fulanis are pushing very hard that social media should be scrapped in Nigeria. And they are saying and that the Fulanis would not be dragged into more. Nobody is dragging the Fulani militias into more, but it is the actions of the Fulanis that is speaking. That people will wake up even in their eyes, even in their house, cannot sleep with their two eyes closed. People cannot sleep with their two eyes closed. And we've seen a whole lot of attack on President Trump. A whole lot of attack. Saying Trump is listening to the naysayers, saying Trump is that, saying Trump is this. But the question still remains that has the Fulani not been employing question? Has the Fulani not been employing Christians? Has the Fulani not been employing Christians? Now that 12 governors is involved, that is the reason why the governors are even negotiating with them. The governors of the north are even giving them amnesty, because they know they are also involved. Because no serious government would negotiate with bandits. No serious government. Any government negotiating with bandits is as good as you giving them a chance for them to continue killing. Because it is you as a governor, you are also encouraging them to kill more. It is the reason why you are supporting the bandits. That is only that is just a clear indication. Now that Trump has said he would invade the country if the Sultan of Sokoto does not stop buying the Christians, because they know all this, that Christians are being bought on a daily basis, and of this, that this mindset that someone does not want to accept or share the same faith with you, you don't have to continue to buy the person. I'm waiting for the names that Trump has done, that officially he will release the names, that he will release the names of those governors. But one of those governors has placed a red mark in the issue of Sultan Of Sokoto, and I am very sure that the 12 governors' names, their names too would also be released. Their names would be released. It no matter how they want to play the game, the names of those 12 governors will be released. That is how a serious government should work. That is how a serious government should act. A government that wants to govern people should move with direction and focus. But in Nigeria, reverse is the case. Reverse is the case. That we've seen bandits being five people on the delivery. So without the intervention of Donald Trump, now That means normalcy or normalcy wouldn't have at least gradually returned to this to the later part of the country. But it takes the intervention of one man to 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 bring normalcy into the country. And now the Fulanis are now running helter skelter. They are running helter skelter. So this revelation, according to the Trump, he said the governors are indirectly sponsoring them against this genocide. They are indirectly sponsoring them at night, and in the daytime you come on board and give them uh, and you grant them amnesty, you grant them peace deal, and he said the peace deal is what he wants to collapse. The peace deal is what President Trump is working on to collapse that peace deal. So for me, now that a revelation has been made about those sponsoring insecurity in Nigeria, it is a welcome development for the Christians. It is a very good development for the Christians, that no matter how injustice delayed for so long, justice would always prevail one day. Justice would always prevail one day. And today, justice is here because Donald Trump has officially accepted to name those sponsoring insecurity in Nigeria, and they are all in panic. They are all in panic. If today is your first time of coming across this channel, please kindly like, share, comment for more political discourse. Finally, an end has come to the issue of banditry in Nigeria. Finally, there is hope. Finally, a serious government has come out to speak and address the issue of banditry. The President of the United States has threatened to invade Nigeria with military if the Nigerian government fails to put an end to this issue of banditry. He threatened. He said he has told, as you can see in this picture, he has told the Department of War of the United States Army to get ready to invade Nigeria, to invade the north, and to invade the hideout of the bandits yesterday. That if President Bola Ahmed Tinubu does not put an end to these crimes happening across every nook of the country, and that if the government does not stop this issue of negotiating with bandits, that the US will take it upon themselves to invade the country and buy all the bandits. And even yesterday, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu himself said he's ready to work with the US government. Power pass power. Power pass power. So yesterday also, Donald Trump came out and said that he will cut all the aid, all the loan he has been giving to Nigeria, because he cannot sit down and give loan to Nigerian government while indirectly Christians are being persecuted. Christians are being fired on a daily basis, and yet the Nigerian government is not coming out to address the issue. And yet the same Nigerian government is not protecting the interests of Christians, as allegedly said by President J. Trump. So now the matter is that the US Department of War, they are ready. They are very much ready to come to the aid of people who are being persecuted in Nigeria, and Christians who are being fired on a daily basis. This is how you know a serious government who is ready to put an end to insurgency. This is how you know a serious government who is ready to buy those Fulani bandits. So all this while, the Nigerian government has not been serious, has never been serious to cope in insurgency. Now that Donald Trump has now come out publicly and openly to say that enough is enough, and that if nothing is being done, he will take the military strike. He will take the military strike. And now we've seen people in the north coming out to say Nigeria is not US. We've seen the likes of the Fulanis coming out to attack Donald Trump. We've seen Bashir Ahmed, the former spokesperson to President Buhari, has come out to say that Trump should stay in his US, and that there's no nexus between the Nigerian states and the US, that there's no link. But when the Nigerian government goes to the United States to seek for loan help, there is always a link. There's always a tie. There's always a bilateral relationship between Nigeria. Now that Donald Trump has now come out to say he wants to help Nigeria, he wants to help the Christians, he wants to help those who are being persecuted. We've seen everybody, all the northern extremists, are now coming out to condemn President Donald Trump on this. I am 100% support of this military invasion. President Donald Trump does not need to wait or give ultimatum to the Nigerian government or to the Nigerian military, because we know that these people negotiate with bandits. He negotiated with bandits. He even stated that no serious government would be negotiating with terrorists. That no serious government should negotiate with the terrorists. Yesterday, and now we've seen how the presidency has before now has come out to deny that Christians are not being persecuted in Nigeria. It came to deny that Christians are not being persecuted in Nigeria. But now that the revelation is now out, everybody has come out to accept that there is Christian genocide happening in Nigeria. And yesterday, Mike Arnold, a former US mayor, has pointed accusing finger to the Sultan of Sokoto, that the Sultan should come out publicly with his only Quran. If he does not have hand, as allegedly said by Mike Arnold, that if he does not have hand in the genocide of the Christians in the north, it came out publicly. Up till now, the Sultan of Sokoto has not replied or make any official statement. The Sultan of Sokoto has not made any official statement in regards to the killings. That is how we know a serious government who is ready, who is all out to put an end to this Fulani invasion. That is how you know a serious government who is all out to put an end to the Fulani takeover. That is it. President Tinubu now is not scared, because Donald Trump said he cannot sit down in US and watch why people are being paid on a daily basis, and yet every now and then the Nigerian government runs to United States for loan to seek help. So now he said his military would have to come on board. His own army would have to come on board for this issue of insurgency to come to an end. For Trump to have said that, Trump have seen lots different kind of evidence. He have watched different kind of videos. That is true. These people are really suffering from the Fulani takeover and the Fulani conquest. It is true. And that is the only reason why they are still holding Mazin and Kanu in detention, because of the Fulani conquest. If you could remember vividly that Mazin Kanu predicted all this, that the Fulani has an hidden agenda, and that the Fulani has a conquest, and the conquest is to Islamize and take over people who don't share the same faith with them. But some persons were of the view that that all what Kanu was saying, that Kanu was saying it from his own pockets. But today, all what Kanu said is the reality not done on each and every one of us. Are we not facing it? Are we not facing it now? Are we not facing all what Kanu said? That is just the reality. Nobody should come and hide the truth that there is no crime of Christians in Nigeria. Ever since Trump has come out to officially to back the Nigerian Christians, all the northern Emirs, everybody has not surrendered. They've surrendered. And now I am begging